Okie dokie, the weekend has passed and I found there is a delivery here for me this morning. I have a remanufactured ECM unit ready to be installed. And once this is installed, we can set up the programming module, give the hotline people a call, and they will install the program remotely for this vehicle. I hope you guys can find it in your heart to forgive me. My voice is rather hoarse today. I had a bit of a cold this weekend and I was snoring, and it has caused me to have a sore throat, which I do not like. Therefore, my voice has suffered the consequences. Okay, the pins look good in here. Very nice. The old unit is embedded into the firewall back there. It's held in with two 10mm nuts, and I think that's about it. So let's go ahead and zip those guys out, and we'll pull this old unit out of its home. Okay, come here, 10 mils. One and a número dos. There it is. This guy should just slide right out of the firewall. Should. It's stuck. I will make it unstuck. Come out. Got it. Okay, I must take care to orient the new unit properly. You see these little notches here at the base. That is correct. So this guy should just slide off like so. Very good. And the install is the inverse of the removal. Put it back in its hole. Line in the way. Move. Wow. I can't even emulate that one. So yeah, those were like hyper doos. Please go on. One nut and two nuts. Click. Wow, that click sounded terrible. It was a crusty click. I think my torque wrench is out of calibration. Okay, now I am going to connect this harness connector, but I will not reconnect the battery until I get on the phone with the programming people and they instruct me to do so. Okay, that is the proper orientation for the harness connector, but I still have to put the shield back on it. And this thing had some tape holding it on too, so I'm going to make sure to reapply the tape for a nice professional finish. There's a lot of wires to jam in there. There we go. Beep. Click. That's good. I seem to be out of black electrical tape, so I'll just use the white tape. It's more shinier. Yeah. Okay, good to go with that. Let's plug this mofo back in. And I will very carefully run the stud down. There will be no clicks from the tool. I'm just gonna run it down until it bottoms out. Very good. Okay, this old unit will have a core, so this needs to be returned. And I am on standby until my appointment this afternoon to call up the programming people. Security seal. Good. So seeing as how the ECM is installed, I need to come back in here and reconnect everything that we disconnected in the earlier. Shouldn't be too much trouble. Just a couple plugs here and there. Keep in mind, I did recommend replacing coils because they're broken off at their mounts, and the customer has declined all of those repairs, which is silly because they paid the labor to take all the stuff out, and the parts are relatively cheap, but I don't make those decisions. You guys see this coil here? It's not even bolted down. The bolt's missing. And they didn't want to deal with any of that stuff. Plug that in, plug that in. Okay, so everything that I have disconnected has been reconnected. So I'm just kind of in limbo until I can meet my my appointment with the programming people. I almost forgot, I do have one bolt for this number 7 coil right here. You know what, I'm a little bothered because I did want them to replace the fuel injector on number 7. I fear that injector may have been what took out the injector driver inside of the ECM. I ohmed it and had pretty high resistance between the 2 pins on the actual injector, and I speculate that was the cause of the ECM failure. But again, they wanted to just do the ECM first, and then if I have to, I can come back in here and continue with additional repairs. Go on, you bolt thing. There it is. I got it now. Okay. Oh, they also did not want to replace the manifold gaskets, those donut gaskets on these exhausts. Although it is setting a trouble code for faulty catalytic converters due to the air leaking inside of them, they wanted to put that off until later as well. Okie dokes. So I've got the programming module installed, and I am waiting for the program people to call me, and then we can begin the programming and calibration sequence for this ECM. They may have me disconnect the old one and plug disconnect the new one and plug the old one back in so they can pull the programming file off of it, but I'm really not certain how that's going to go at this time. All right, guys, I had to cut out a bunch of those scenes because I had to put in some personal / private information. But what is happening right now is the guys on the other end of this machine somewhere, they are pulling all of the data out of the old ECM. I did have to disconnect the new one, plug the old one back in. But what they're doing is they're pulling out all of the old information. They're gonna go ahead and store that for a moment, and then they will instruct me to remove this old unit, plug in the new one, and then they will resend all of that data into the new ECM, at which point we should then we'll complete the process, and then we can start this van and witness that it's running on all cylinders again. Hey Pete, will you turn that down? I'm on the phone again. Yeah, I'm on the phone again. I'm out. Click. Okay, I have the new module installed.
Alright, go ahead and leave the key in the off position for now.
Okay.
Let me see if I can get this started here, and I'll give you a call back in a few, alright?
Alrighty, thank you.
Yep, bye.
Okay.